Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. I want to do an update on the gouache palette that, remember I was trying out two different gouache palettes. So this is the swivel one, and if you remember I filled it up last week and I took one out and then I took this one out this morning, and this was a lot better with the exception of the fact that the little nubbin broke on the end there. So we're actually going to try to fix that today. But this worked out great with the water brushes, and I actually did take my good Derwent water brushes, even though I said I was going to bring crappy ones because I thought I had almost ruined them last time with the wet gouache because they were like clogging up the brushes. I use these with the dry gouache, no problem. So I squeezed out the gouache. I showed that in a video when I was setting up the other plein air travel palette video, and then the next day I came and I just kind of pushed down on the damp paint, like it had a skin on it, so I pushed down and that kind of compressed the gouache to like fill in any cracks, because as gouache dries it will crack, and if you don't do anything it will fall out. You can kind of see some of the cracks there, but if you press it down as it's drying, it'll fill up the cracks and it will compress down so they'll stay in the pans, and that's a tip from John Muir Laws. So this palette, I really liked working with this palette. So what I did was I had my sketchbook here. I took it down to the ball field where I was walking the dog. Actually, I let her run around. So this is supposed to stay in there. I don't know if it's probably just meant to be a lid to keep your pants from falling out. Oh, and another thing is I would put a glue dot on either, you could fill up the wells. It doesn't come with half pans, it comes just like that, probably, so you could just fill up the holes, but a half pan fits. But I think I recommend putting glue dots on, because I did drop this once after I broken the lid, and the pans, a few of them toppled out, so I would definitely glue them down. But this worked so well before the lid broke, because I would just clip it down. Let me grab my clip here. So basically show you, I showed it on Instagram kind of in action. So if you want to go check that out, you can. So it was really, really easy. I think I had that up there to support the lid. I'd have this clipped here. Then I had this around there just kind of support the other side. And I could also, I could hang onto it like that. Then I had mixing space. I had the paper towel there so it could be dabbed. It was standing and painting like that. Da da da. It worked fantastic. So I was super bummed when, and I put this all stuff in my pocket. I had this sketchbook and all my brushes in this little pencil case in one pocket, and I had this in another pocket in my spring coat, and it worked great. But yeah, so we're gonna see if we can fix this. And at first I was bummed because I'm like, how on earth am I going to make a little nubbin there so that this will friction fit back in? And so I did some Googling, and I saw a person build a plastic hinge out of super glue and baking soda. So I'm gonna give that a try. So what they did was they put a little baking soda onto a surface. Let's bring that in there. That should be plenty. In fact, I'm gonna tape that down. I think this will be a good Frugal Friday tip as well. I don't know what I did with my tape. Maybe I don't need to tape it down. That's probably fine. It's not like I need to get that much built up here. So I get my crazy glue. Boy, they do a lot of packaging on these crazy glues, don't they? Alright, so what do? We poke a hole. This is a brand new one. They don't last too terribly long, so I'll have to see if I have any other broken plastic things. I think this is how you get it open. I'm just going to squirt a little, see if it will squirt out. Hold on, I'm going to read directions and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This super glue was completely hard, and that wasn't going to work. So let's see. So basically what I'm going to do is, let's make sure that's, I might need to open it. This was in the first aid kit, so I'm hoping, I might need to poke a hole. Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, let's just take the top. Oh, it's not pierced yet. Oh yeah, I'll need to replace this in the first aid kit. Super glue, once you open it, does not stay great. I usually buy the little single servings, like at the Dollar Tree, they'll have 5 single servings, because I find that I get more, I don't waste it so much if I do that. Alright, so I'm going to put, like, that's the good side. This is the side that needs help. Oh, that's a lot. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just, actually, I'm going to put a little drop there. Like you're building up kind of like a little stalagmite, I guess. I don't think I need to do too much because, holy crap, it's already hard. I think that'll be plenty. Let me cap this up before it dries. Okay. Wow, that's like already dry. Wow, that's cool. All right, let's see if it fits. I know it's not pretty yet, but we can file it down. Let's see where we're at though. Oh yeah, okay, we got plenty there. So I'm just gonna take this, I'm gonna take this sandpaper, the sandpaper block. Man, this is great though, because it seems to be really sturdily on there. I'm gonna just sand it until I get it so it will fit. And hopefully you won't have any of the aggravation. I suppose I could actually use a little knife too and just kind of whittle it maybe. Okay, yep, I think we're gonna need a knife. Let me grab my little X-Acto here. This is cool. I can't believe how strong it is. Alright, I'm just gonna... Don't try this at home, kids. This is definitely a grown-up project. If you are a child watching this video, looking to repair a hinge on your Barbie dream house door or something, have your mom or dad do this. I can't imagine their kids watching this, but I feel like it would be very irresponsible for me to do this and not at least mention that. This is going to be way stronger than the little pin hinge that came. Hope that's in frame. All I'm doing is just kind of whack away at it little by little until hopefully it fits back in. What if I did that side first? No, that's not going to go first. Still got to take more off of there. Wow, this stuff is tough, man. Baking soda and super glue. Who would have thunk it? I wouldn't have. I should have cleaned that palette off. But I want you to see how nicely it doesn't bead. This really could be a perfect palette if it wasn't for that weak hinge. But if we can fix it once and for all, this palette was $10. I think that that's great. Oh, this might do it. Oh, come on, you. Even if you could get in there and just stay in there, I never really want to remove it. Oh, maybe. Is that too much to ask? Boy, that's bowing. I don't think that's gonna... Yeah, I gotta get just a little smidgen more off. Oh, that might have done it. I think I might have chipped some of that off, so it might actually fit now. Is it? Oh, almost. Almost. I really should not be doing this with a knife. Or I shouldn't be filming it. I know it probably looks like I'm just going to slice that into my finger, but I don't think I am. Of course, this side's going to be stronger than the other side, and comparison will be weaker, but this was the thicker side, and that one was the thinner side, so I think it was just kind of like poorly designed. Now let's see. Ooh, there we go. Just about. Man, just about. Just about. Probably like a little metal file would even be better than this. This is just meant for like sharpening pencils. You know what? I'm going to go get a little file. I'll be right back. I think that this is going to do the trick. It's a little file, and it's a square file, but I think that will be easier than even a round one because I can get right in there. So I'm getting that file right up against that peg I'm trying to make. I think that's going to work. I don't want to take too much, so I'm just going to like... That probably sounds terrible. I don't want to make it too skinny though, because I want it to be strong. All right, let's try that. I don't know, that's still, yeah, it's still bowing a little bit. Maybe, if this was a little bit bigger, I can hold that one still and just kind of grind down a little bit of the end. It's always good to have these wacky tools. Oh, this one's actually nice because I can hold the file on my table, and then I can just bring the there we go, friends. That's gonna work. There we go. And then there's a little arrow there, which I might fill in with a Sharpie just so I don't try to like pry off the wrong side. But look at that. There we go. Now we're gonna be able to clip the sketchbook to that, no problemo, because it'll be nice and strongo. So we can do our planero in the fresh arrow. Painty painty. See, this is how you'll, oh, fixed it. I love that. Don't you just love it? So this palette's $10. It's a Jerry Q Swivel palette on Amazon. I wanted to try this. I figured I might as well film it and see that way you can see how it goes in real time. A very easy fix. So if you've got other palettes that have had hinges break, or especially in those ones that have like the fold out palettes, things happen. My dog like trounced on my portable painter, my original portable painter. I did, and super glue was not holding everything back together again, but I think if I had done something like this, it's way stronger than just super glue on its own. So I'm psyched that that works, and this is just such a wonderful setup. So yay, I'm really happy about it. Hope you enjoyed this Frugal Friday, as it turns out, tip. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.